Hey guys, I'm back to do my. Oh Lord, see, so excited. Anyway, all right, so I am back to do my review for Rosewood season one, episode I believe is six. Yes, episode six, policies and ponies. Yes, policies and ponies. So let's go ahead and let's get into this very explosive episode. Again, this will be a little crash course review, but I hope you all stay and enjoy the show. So basically the episode is about how Captain Hornstock, his third ex-wife, ended up being killed. And not just that, but the fact that the bullet, when they traced the bullet from to see what gun it came from his gun. So he became a suspect in his ex-wife, in his third ex-wife, ex-wife's murder, because it's like, of course, when it comes to the murder of loved ones, people are, of course, the cops will of course turn on, well, not turn on, but they will put their eyes and their focus on the family, because it's like, okay, did somebody in the family have the intention to kill this person, you know what I'm saying? And so throughout this episode, Captain Hornstock, he is pretty much depending on and counting on Rosewood and Villa to help him, to help prove that he is innocent. So basically, oh man, this episode was really just so explosive, because basically they had to go into his past and find out about, okay, what was it that, could have caused this, like, who was, like, if it wasn't Hornstock, who may have had, like, who may have been his enemy, because again, he is a cop, and so it's like, he, of course, he's going to have a lot of enemies, people on the inside who he locked up because they have gotten reached out to somebody on the outside and told them to, like, kill one of his, like, one of his wives, and why this wife in particular. But then they find out that the two of them, they had such a very, tumultuous and very it's another word that starts with the T. But anyway, they had a very, bad relationship, and the marriage ended very horribly. So they were just, wondering what was it. They were trying to figure out all these different things. But also throughout this episode, we see that Pippi and TMI are trying to cheer not Hornstock. They're trying to cheer Rosewood up because of what happened in previous episodes with, him and Kat breaking up, and just, that whole scenario. And to be honest with you, I think that we are, on a side note, I think that we are going to see Kat around a lot more. Well, not a lot more, but I think that we're going to see her around a little bit more, because I mean, like, we're only 6 episodes in, and they broke up around. No, wait, they broke up last episode. Yeah, because I think I said last couple of episodes. They broke up, I believe, last episode. So no, or it was the episode before that. No, it was that. No, it was last episode. I apologize. I'm all over the place. But anyway, like I was saying, so damn, where was I? Fuck. Oh yeah, so yeah, like Pippi and TMI are trying to cheer not Hornstock. I keep saying his name. They're trying to cheer Rosewood up and just let him know that, everything will be all right. Things like this happen. But they were also poking fun at him, because they know that eventually him and Villa are going to, eventually, like, what the writers are alluding to is that eventually they will become intimate, in a sense, and this is a bit of a bad thing to, again, mix business with pleasure, but it happens in the fictional world and possibly in the non-fictional world as well. But Rosewood did show up at the office the next day at the precinct, and he had like a plant that he was giving to Villa as a token of, his, as a token of apology, and just, for what happened last episode. And she pretty much shaded him, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to keep it in a place that's nearby." And she dropped the plant in the into the little trash bin next to her desk and proceeded to walk off. And so, of course, Rosewood is trying to stop her and talk to her and just, talk things out, yada yada yada. And that's when they went to Hornstock's office to pretty much, find out what was going on, and that's when he called upon them to help him. So basically, what ended up happening is, because this episode was also, it was a race against the clock type of scenario. Just how Minority Report was a race against the clock this week, that is what Rosewood was as well. Because it's like, the higher ups, the people who are above Captain Hornstock, they were pretty much about to lock this man up, and he was basically going to be framed for his own murder. But little did they know, in hindsight, this whole thing actually, somebody was trying to set him up. And what ended up happening was they found out that his wife in the grand scheme of things, his third ex-wife, she hated him. She hated him so much that she hired a hitman to kill her husband, to kill him. But what ended up happening is money got involved because again, you know, she hired a hitman, and so she she was paying him in like in payments. She was paying him in payments, and she didn't come through with the last payment that she needed to pay him. And what ended up happening was they had a fight, her and the hitman, and he ended up killing her. And when they arrested the hitman, of course, you know, Captain Hornstar walked up to him and he like grabbed him and shook him because it was just like, you know, damn, like, you know what I'm saying, like you. Like, you know, grabbed him and shook him, and it was just like, damn, like, this is your fault. Like, this is your fucking fault. Like, you know, why did you have to do this, all this other stuff? And then, really, in hindsight, he couldn't really get too mad at the hitman because your third ex-wife is the one who hired him. So it just shows that, you know, she really had it out for you, and that's really a sad thing. But it's like she really had it out for you. You know what I'm saying? And so. Oh man, this episode was just really crazy, and I had even tweeted about it, and I was just like, you know, damn, the irony of her. I tweeted out something to the extent of the irony of her hiring a hitman, you know, to kill you, and he ended up killing her instead. It's like, god damn, you know what I'm saying? Because I believe Captain Hornstar, he's been married 4 times, and you know, surprisingly enough, his third wife was killed because, you know. It was just like, you know, damn, my, how the tables turn, you know what I'm saying? So, just trying to think, y'all. Trying to think. What else happened? Oh, no, fuck that. At the end of the episode, a bombshell. So basically, Rosewood's father, he came by for dinner, and his mom and dad, they announced to everybody, which is Rosewood, Pippi, and T.I., that I believe they announced they were getting a divorce, and also that Rosewood's father is in some type of legal trouble. I think like he's being accused of like murder or some shit. It was some type of shit that's happening next week because this is when they go when we see them like in the courts and they just trying to prove that he's innocent, but then they like it's also like he has some dirt on him that he's trying to hide, and just it was like some dirt on him that he's trying to hide, and it's just like. It was a whole bunch of shit that's going to happen next week. So he just, you know, the father came through and he dropped a bombshell. And I was just like, what type of shit is this? Like, damn, that is one hell of a bombshell to drop at dinner. Like, god damn, like just, wow. You know what I'm saying? So it was just, listen, this episode was very good. And again, I know I left some things out. But for those of you who do watch the show and follow the show just as I do, put down in the comment sections the things that I left out. Let's have a conversation about that. What did you like about this episode? And, you know, that's pretty much it. I will be heading off, and that's that. So, yeah, I got a couple of more videos that I will do tomorrow, but I need to get my rest because I am really, I'm really starting to get tired, and it's really starting to get hot, even though I got my fan on. But, yes, so that is all I have for now, you guys, and I will see you guys later. Peace. Gotta love that Rosewood.